Communities across Queensland and New South Wales are facing a damage bill estimated in the billions as Ex-Cyclone Alfred takes its toll. The storm is causing extensive infrastructure damage, including power outages affecting hundreds of thousands of properties. Emergency responders are working tirelessly amid ongoing weather threats. We're joined now by Lockyer Valley Deputy Mayor Chris Wilson and from the Sunshine Coast, Mayor Rosanna Natoli. Thanks for joining us, guys. Chris, first to you. Lockyer Valley still inundated with rain. What orders are in place there at the moment to keep people safe?
Good morning, Shervo. A little bit of good news this morning for our community. We had limited rain overnight. We do have a couple of our communities still fairly well isolated, but at this stage the floodwater is receding fairly quickly, which is great. So look, this morning our crews will be out and about assessing the damage and debris and hopefully start to get our community back on our feet at some stage throughout today.
Chris, when you hear flood alerts, sirens in Grantham, how much of that trauma and memory comes back from 2011?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we were really conscious with our warning and preparation in Grantham yesterday. Obviously, still very sensitive after the 2011 event, but we've done some great work there over the years in relocating a number of those properties in the low-lying areas. Obviously, the original land swap program back in 2011, and then more recently the state government's buyback program. So, we've managed to relocate almost 30 houses in that low-lying area to other areas, which was fantastic. And we really appreciated the assistance of QPS on the ground yesterday, which throughout the stage of this event have dawned off the key areas of Grantham 3 times in preparation. Obviously, we had our flood warning siren went off as well. So, yeah, we were very well prepared and managed to get everyone to safe ground, which was great.
It's nice to know that we've learnt from the past, isn't it? Rosanna, multiple people rescued from cars during flash flooding on the Sunshine Coast. How are things now?
Yeah, so we still have a lot of those communities that were hit by this. It was just torrential over such a short period of time that we saw our creeks and some of our roadways just fill up with water. So some of those roads are still closed today, of course, as those waters do recede. So we know that we need people to still be careful on the roads and in some of our towns where we still have flood water really impacting businesses, and that will take some time to clean up. And the cleanup will start today as those waters start to recede.
Just give us an understanding of the value of the SES particularly. I mean, these are Queensland locals, a lot of them, but many have come from interstate as well to help out. I mean, they're just great people, aren't they?
Oh my God, it was just like overnight. They were just out in the early hours responding to those calls. We know many of them are volunteers, so they're leaving their own families to come and serve their community. So a big shout out to all the volunteers who have just worked so hard. We've really been in preparation and then response mode now for like 11 days. That is a long time where people are just putting themselves beyond what's really what we would want for our community to help and to serve and to just keep us safe. And that's what we saw. Absolutely no injuries. We've seen cars go into floodwaters being floated away, but the SES and our emergency services have been there and we've had no injuries. And to have that is just incredible.
Yeah, and we're already seeing that community spirit, that Aussie spirit as the cleanup begins too. Chris, Rosanna, thanks for your time. Here's Nat.